Alrighty, good morning everybody. We're at my 9 to 5 job right now, and we have a very interesting route today. We're starting off right now in the city of Riverside, and right now I'm gonna make my way to Moreno Valley. Let's just get going. It's currently 6:21 in the morning, very early for a lot of people. My shift today started at 4:30 in the morning, so I've been up since 3:50 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes as a delivery driver. Just gotta make sure no cars are coming. I'm not trying to be involved in an accident. I gotta make sure I could go. Let's go. Yeah, so I want to be posting more. So I know it's gonna take a lot of work and editing to do that, but hey, that's the whole YouTube grind, right? You know, I'm gonna try to be posting every day, but you know, we're just trying to have fun here. We're just trying to be cool and stuff. You know, I'm almost at 400 subscribers, so I'm trying to hit that milestone. Ideally, my goal is 10,000 subscribers. Is it a too far-fetched goal? Probably, but it's not impossible. So for any of you guys that are wondering, I'm driving this big old 26,000 pound Mack truck. One of my subscribers, Cody, shout out to you, Cody. He asked me what model this truck is. To be honest, bro, I'm not too sure. I just know it's a bobtail Mack truck. That's all I know. That's pretty much all the information I could give you. But yeah, driving this bob truck around is, you know, you kind of have to be cognizant that you're longer, right? You know, so you cannot be driving this like if you're driving a Prius. It's a longer truck, so you need to open up wider. But I feel like that's just common sense, or maybe not, because I feel like I've seen a lot of people, you know, drive longer cars as if they're small cars, and they end up hitting people from the back because, you know, they don't take into consideration your tail, your long tail, right? All right, so we're gonna be getting the 60 East. All right, let's go. Hopefully we don't get a lot of traffic, because, you know, usually sometimes there's accidents on the freeway. But crossing my fingers that there are no accidents and it's a smooth drive. And I also wanted to record right now because, you know, the sun is still not out, but it's about to come out. So we're in that, like, what would you call this time of day? Twilight? I don't even know. But, you know, it looks all blue. It still looks a little gloomy, but that's obviously because the sun is still not out. But the sun should be out in any moment. Oh my gosh. And then I was experimenting with, like, doing a different type of video format. For all of you guys that are watching my channel, you guys saw that I was kind of like posting camcorder vlogs, you know, so pretty much vlogs that look like they were recorded with a 2005 camcorder. And I mean, they got some views, but if I'm being honest, they just didn't really perform well. I'm gonna still leave them in my YouTube channel, just so that, I mean, because maybe in the future, maybe they're picked up in the algorithm. But they didn't do as well as these driving videos, so I'm just gonna go back to doing driving vlogs or driving POV videos, because that's kind of what I was doing, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do, because I want to just drive a lot of cars. If I'm being honest, I want to drive a lot of exotic cars. Like I would love to one day just drive a Cybertruck. Maybe one day I own one. Well, we'll see. I'll own a Cybertruck one day, and I'm affirming it with this video. Yeah, but right now I'm driving a Nissan Kicks 2025. I told a lot of you guys that I was driving a Mercedes E350. But I'm not driving that car right now because it wastes a lot of gas, and gas prices right now in California, they're skyrocketing, so I don't want to be spending so much money. And I know a lot of you guys are probably like, well, Anthony, if you chose to drive a Mercedes, then surely you could afford gas. And yes, I could afford gas. Doesn't mean I want to be spending that every single week. And it's not like I bought that car brand new, you know. I told you guys that my dad actually got it for $3,000. A $3,000 Mercedes-Benz, that's like a no-brainer, you know. It's not like I went out there and spent $50,000 on a Mercedes-Benz and then I'm complaining about the gas. No, that's not the case. It's a $3,000 car, but because of the gas prices and the engine, I'm pumping every week, and it's like $75, $80 every week, and that's just too much money. So for example, like the Nissan Kicks, I could fill that thing up with $50, even with these expensive gas prices. So I think that's far better in my opinion. Yeah, then after work, after I finish my delivery route, they're sending me to go do a pickup of 9 pallets. So we'll see how that goes. My day ends at 1 o'clock today, so hopefully I manage my time well enough to be at the warehouse at a good time. Oh, why did I turn off the AC? It's kind of hot. Yeah, this route is pretty good. I don't really complain when I have this route because it's mainly just driving. Like imagine driving from Paris, California to Hemet. That's a pretty chill drive. And then from Hemet back to the warehouse, it's another really chill drive. So I don't really complain. It's a really good route. And you know, I want to start doing maybe like Q&As. So for all of you guys that are new to my channel, drop questions down in the comments and I'll gladly answer everything. I want to be as transparent as I can. You know, when it comes to YouTube, obviously, you know, I'm not going to be over here disclosing my address, you know, because that would just be dumb. But when it comes to YouTube, you know, I'm pretty much an open book. So go ahead, ask away, ask any questions. I want to help out anyone that is curious about YouTube. But yeah, driving right now in the morning is pretty good. I love it. It's very peaceful, very calming. All right, Heacock Street is my next exit. And I'm still trying to find better ways to record these point of view vlogs. Right now I'm doing the hat method. So for a lot of you guys that do these types of videos, you guys know the hat method. Although I don't have the front bill of the hat, I don't have it facing forward, I have it facing backwards. And then I clip it onto the little strap that connects the hat, you know. That's where I have my action camera. But sometimes I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like I'm doing it wrong. But you see, we're pretty much here. Yeah, we're pretty much at our location. I just need to make a left and then a right, and I'm in the little plaza. Oh man, I cannot wait to go home to my son and my wife. I'm a dad now. My baby is about to turn 5 months. I love him. I love him so much. And every single day I cannot wait to go back home to receive him and see his smile. That's the best thing about being a dad. Going home to your kids. And it's bittersweet, you know, because, you know, they grow up and you want them to be small, but they have to grow up. That's just part of life. That's just the natural factor of life, that they grow up. I blinked and all of a sudden he's bigger now. I remember when he was just small. Makes me cry, you know, as a dad. But they just have to grow up. Oh, yellow light. We got it. Yes. All right, gotta make sure there's no one riding the bike in here. We made it to our second location. Just gotta park the truck. Gotta make sure I don't hit any of the posts. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can, which is right there. Yeah, we're good. All right, so next we're gonna be going to Paris, California. I'll see you guys after I'm done with this delivery. We just finished the delivery. We are ready to go to our next location. Oh my gosh. It's starting to get a little hot. Maybe it's just because I'm doing a lot of movement. I don't see enough movement. And I think I'm gonna drink a little bit of my mineral water. I'm a little thirsty now. I think it's pretty interesting that on YouTube, there's literally endless forms of content. Like, if you plan on doing a specific style of content on a niche, you best believe there's already like hundreds of other people doing the same thing. That's how saturated YouTube is, but it's kind of like you just need to adapt and you need to stand out. Even like with these types of videos, is like there's a lot of people doing point of view content. Whether it's driving, whether it's working, I don't know, at a gas station, whether it's being a barista. It's like you're gonna find a lot of people doing the same thing. You know? So I guess the point is to just find your own corner, your own little lane, and you'll eventually make it. You know, it's gonna be hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but you just kind of need to develop your own lane and just hope everything works out, honestly, because no one knows with this whole YouTube stuff. No one knows if you're gonna make it. All right, so I'm leaving this little gap here, that way I can let this car go. I don't know, I just felt like being a little kind. So right now I'll signal to the lady, and that's right here, to go. If the light would just turn green though, come on. Let's go. I'm a very firm believer that we should all help each other out on the road, because there's a lot of petty drivers. I think there's more petty drivers than helpful drivers. I just feel like everyone's a little selfish on the road, you know. Let me see if I could fit through here. Actually, no, I'm just gonna stay here. I don't want to risk it. There you go. The light turned green anyways. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, like there's a lot of people that they just don't want to let you merge in, and that's kind of annoying. It's like, bro, let me merge in. If you were in my same position where you wanted to merge, you would want someone to merge, to let you merge. But you know, people are petty nowadays. It's all good though. It's part of life. You're gonna have your negative people, you're gonna have your positive people. The important thing is to just be positive, no matter what life throws at you. So how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing well? If you plan on making videos where it's just yourself, it's like you need to really strengthen your ability to be able to make conversation with yourself on any topic. You know, you need to learn how to improvise, because it's like sometimes it's just yourself, and some people are better than others in creating commentary. Like for myself, sometimes it's like, well, what do I say? But obviously, as I kept doing YouTube, it got easier. Like sometimes you just need to speak your mind, and you just need to make commentary. For others, oh my gosh, on YouTube I've seen a lot of other people that, you know, they just know how to talk, and it's like, man, sometimes I envy those people. I wish I could like just talk about anything. But I guess that's the cool thing about YouTube, is like you could literally just talk about anything, and people will just be inclined to hear you out, you know, because they want to hear other people's opinions. And sometimes they just put these videos in the background while people are doing their chores, while people are working out. And I say that because I do that. Like sometimes I want to take inspiration from other point of view driving YouTubers, and I play their video in my TV in the living room, and I could be working out, I could be even editing a video on my computer, and I'll just have these videos playing in the background, and they could be talking about whatever it is, but I'll just have their video playing. So that's kind of like the same vibe that I want, you know. I want to just be recording my life, documenting my life, driving. Does that guy have Toad on his dash? Hey, that'll be pretty cool, having a blue Toad right here. But yeah, like you could just be doing whatever it is that you want, talking about whatever it is that you want, and people are still gonna watch your content, because, you know, it's like white noise, right? And it's interesting and amazing at the same time that is literally what a lot of people do. And I find myself doing that a lot, like playing a YouTube video in the background just because I enjoy that white noise of having something playing in the background while I do something. I think that's very interesting that people do. I wonder why. I feel like it's just a sense of comfort. I don't even know why I'm speaking with my hands. I'm like, but yeah, like that's kind of like the videos that I want to make. The ultimate dream job of mine. Imagine just waking up and filming videos that you enjoy doing. That is really awesome to think about. Look at the view. Look at the view. I have so many videos that I've been recording and I still haven't even edited. It's like I record a lot, and then sometimes I get home and I only have the chance to edit one video, and I have like 20 other videos that I could be editing, but I just don't have the time. But I will get to it. I will get to it. Yeah, it's a very gloomy day. I came on this route like on a Friday, last Friday, and it was not like this. The sun was out. So it's a very overcast day. But it's gonna be like hot later on. It's gonna be like in the 80s. So I wonder why. I don't know. I'm not the weatherman. Dun 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 dun. Well, it's 7:15. They don't get there till like 7:30, 7:40, so I should be there for a good amount of time, for like 20 minutes. Let's see how the air quality is. Oh, smells like dirt. Yeah, it smells like that rural area. Rural? It's kind of like a weird, hard word for me to say. Rural. I got the joy of the Lord. Ba-ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dun-dun, da-da-da-da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, we made it to the mini mall. Unless they're already there. I feel like someone's already there. Interesting. Well, that's good. That way I could get to my last location at an early time. But even though I go to the last location at an early time, they still get there at the same time. And they still receive me at the same time. So it's like I'm just gonna be there chilling. Oh. Yep, they're here. Let's just park. Whoa.